So, Ivan, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How's everything with you?
Doing very well. Here we're
Awesome.
moving into new offices. The World Trade Center is moving to the Blue Lagoon area on November 19th.
I saw your LinkedIn. I thought it was great. Congratulations on the move.
Thank you.
So let's dive right in. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Miami. I was born and raised here. I went to high school in Belen Jesuit Prep and then went to the University of Miami to get my business and administration degree there. And then I went on to work at the World Trade Center in 1989 after I graduated. And then I stayed there for 10 years. And at the World Trade Center from 1989 to 99, we operated the Florida Trade Data Center for the state of Florida. We started two trade shows. We started Air Cargo Americas and the Americas Food and Beverage Show. Plus, we also managed for a little bit the Florida International Bankers Association and the Dade County International Affairs Commission for the county. So during those 10 years, that's what I did at the World Trade Center.
So you practically grew up with the World Trade Center.
Yeah. And then in 1999, I left to go work at Enterprise Florida with Manny Mencia. And I worked under Governor Jeb Bush, Charlie Crist, and Rick Scott. We organized over 30 gubernatorial trade missions in 15 years that I was there.
Wow. And now you're the director of the World Trade Center in Miami.
Yeah, then like in 2015, I left Enterprise Florida, came back to the World Trade Center. And what we've been doing is growing the shows, growing both shows, the America's Food and Beverage Show and the Air Cargo America Show.
Awesome. So tell us about the World Trade Center in Miami. How is that structured? How does it work? How did it come to be?
Okay, well, the World Trade Center Miami came as an offshoot of a previous organization called the International Center of Florida, which was based in Coral Gables, right on Douglas Road in 8th Street. And they decided to buy the license for the World Trade Center in 1995. And the World Trade Center is Miami's organization for international businesses. We had a membership. We had a membership of over 1,000 companies, and we provided trade services. We tried to match up buyers and sellers. So for example, if you were a Miami company and you were exporting computers, we would help you find business partners in Latin America and the Caribbean or anywhere in the world. The World Trade Center is part of a global network of 365 World Trade Centers in 92 countries around the world. So, and as everybody knows, World Trade Center was headquartered in New York in the Twin Towers. And now, of course, they went down. And then they have their offices right off Broadway right now. And so they've maintained the organization. And right now it's pretty big. Like I just said, 365 World Trade Centers in 92 countries.
That's great. So partnering or working with the World Trade Center here in Miami gives you access and, of course, the network that you guys use to support your services.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. But we all work together and trying to find business partners for each other. So.
Is that the main service you guys provide is the matchmaking?
No, the main service the World Trade Center provides is trade shows.
Okay.
So the two trade shows we do is the America's Food and Beverage Show, which is held every year at the Miami Beach Convention Center. This year, unfortunately, we couldn't do it because of the pandemic, but we're doing a virtual show. And then the other show is held every other year called the Air Cargo America Show. And this year we're adding, for next year's show, we're adding the supply chain. It's going to be called Air Cargo Americas, Supply Chain Americas.
And these shows, the food show, the air cargo, and the supply chain, they're not happening in person this year. Are you doing some virtual related activities with these?
Yeah, so this year we're doing the America's Food and Beverage Show virtually. We couldn't do it at the Miami Beach Convention Center. And we have a 2-week conference starting November 2nd through the 14th. And then we have a platform where our exhibitors can find buyers. So for $99, our exhibitors can go up, set their profile, they can put their brochure, company information, videos on their products, and the registered buyers would match up with them through our app. So they can create their own meeting schedule. So exhibitors can meet the buyers online, and through the platform, they can do Zoom and meet with each other virtually or through a chat room, or they can schedule an appointment to talk over the phone.
How many exhibitors are we expecting this upcoming event?
Well, we're expecting 200 exhibitors to be virtual online. And right now we have 1,200 buyers already registered from all over the world.
Taking some notes. Okay, great. Wow. So it's going to be a big virtual event. It sounds like it.
Yes, we're trying to make it really big. And next year, when we do host the physical show for the America's Food and Beverage Show at the Miami Beach Convention Center, we've designed the floor so it can be socially distanced. And then we're also going to have the virtual component too.
So who are the sponsors that we can expect for this event?
So the sponsors are, our main sponsor is the National Association of State Departments of Agriculture, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the Agencia de Inversiones y Comercio de Argentina, and the Trade Commission of Peru right now. So those are the main sponsors we have. Of course, the World Trade Center is the main organizer of the event.
Awesome. Can you tell us some more about the other events? The Air Cargo Show, what does that look like?
Okay, so we have the show, like I said, Air Cargo Americas. It started back in 1991, and the purpose of the show was to promote Miami International Airport. The show has grown to a global level. We host the show will be held next year, October 26th through the 28th, at the Miami Airport Convention Center, which is the old Radisson, which is now the DoubleTree Hotel by the airport. And so we usually have about 200 exhibitors that promote their products and services in the aviation and air cargo business. Next year, we're expanding it to the supply chain Americas to include sea cargo, trucking, and rail, to include that aspect of it. And we're going to have a 3-day conference and over 200 exhibitors at the show also.
Okay. And the new supply chain show you guys are thinking about doing?
Yeah, that's part of it. The conference is going to be on supply chain. And by the way, the main sponsor of the show is Miami International Airport, DHL, and Amerijet.
How important would you say these shows are for Miami?
It's very important for Miami because it really solidifies our position as the trade and logistics hub of the Americas. So what we try to do is promote every aspect that's really positive for Miami in terms of trade and logistics.
Got it. And what would you say to people about why Miami, not only to come here and do trade, but also to come here and set your business, to come and really connect here, solidify?
So Miami is the center point of trade for the Western Hemisphere. We're located geographically right in the middle. So not only just to do north and south trade, but east and west trade also. We have a lot of routes to Europe, which is great. We had Royal Air Maroc, which is our first route to Africa in terms of passenger and cargo. We also have Qatar Airways that comes from the Middle East, from Qatar. And we also have Ethiopian Airways that brings in cargo. So Miami is really, truly the middle of in the middle of the hemisphere for us. And what we try to do is promote Miami's infrastructure that we have. Not only the airport, the seaport, but the rail and the trucking and the roads, all to gain Miami's prominence as the leader in international trade in the hemisphere.
Awesome. I had a conversation with Commissioner Emeritus Gort, and he told me that when he first started getting involved, the tallest building was the courthouse. You know, so obviously Miami has grown significantly in that time. How easy would you say is for someone who comes here to connect with the world and do business? Miami, I mean, we deal in an international world that's very heavily connected, very active, and it's filled with awesome people. So how easy would you say is to connect?
Well, you know, the connectivity alone at Miami International Airport is amazing. You can get here from practically anywhere in the world. I mean, you know, we have flights to Brazil. I mean, before the pandemic, it was like a shuttle service to Sao Paulo, Argentina to Buenos Aires, Santiago, Colombia, Panama. I mean, every country in Latin America and the Caribbean, you had daily flights. You can even go do meetings in Colombia, leave in the morning, come back at night. And you can do a lot. There was connectivity everywhere. Our seaport is great. It connects with almost every major port in Latin America and the Caribbean.
Awesome. I think we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty quick. Okay. So I can ask you, we already covered your services, which is the trades, the shows, the matchmaking. Is there any other services we missed?
No. I mean, if you want to talk a little bit about our move, that would be great.
Great. Okay. So at the beginning, you mentioned you guys moved to a new location. Can you share with us more about that?
Yeah, definitely. We after 14 years at the Port of Miami, we've decided to move to the center of where international trade is at Blue Lagoon area in Miami. We're going to have brand new offices. We're going to be located at 5835 Blue Lagoon Drive in Suite 100. We're going to have two conference rooms, which the international business community can host their meetings, receptions, or seminars. And that's where we're going to be located for the community. And we're going to be doing more events to connect people in our businesses, to connect people worldwide, to find their business partners and generate business for themselves.
Awesome. And Blue Lagoon is a very nice area, and it's like the airport is right there. From having the port at your footsteps, now you have the airport at your footsteps. So I know the World Trade Center in Miami hosts a International Women Day.
Yes. So what the World Trade Center does that for the last 15 years, the World Trade Center Miami has been hosting International Women's Day, a luncheon to honor Miami's top 5 women business leaders in international trade. We do it in March because it's the same day as the United Nations. They celebrate International Women's Day across the globe. So what we have is our board of directors has a committee that selects the top 5 women business leaders. And they go out and they distribute questionnaires throughout the business community. And people fill out the questionnaires and nominate certain, business executives. And then our committee picks the top 5 business leaders that we think should be honored. And we do that at a luncheon for over 600 people every year on March 8th, which is United Nations Women's Day.
Okay. Going back to the trade shows and the matchmaking and what you guys do overall, who should reach out to you guys, and how can people reach out to you guys to work?
Well, basically, you can reach out to us a few ways. You can call us at 305-871-7910, or you can go to our website called WTCmiami.org, and you can reach out to me, Ivan Barrios, or my colleague, Alice Ancona.
I'll put the information in the show notes.
The websites for the shows are americasfoodandbeverageshow.com, and the other one is aircargoamericas.com.
Great. And I know that we are running out of time, so I thank you for your time. I have one more question. What is your favorite thing about Miami?
My favorite thing about Miami? The people and the food.
Perfect.
People and the food.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time to speak with us and sharing with us what the World Trade Center does and how it can help Miamians and people from around the world come here and do business.
Thank you, Alejandro. And a great show you have. Thank you.
Thank you.